Hot damn, it's going to be a good show. Sorry we had to take last week off for unforeseen circumstances. Hope y'all had a great Easter. I had a great earthquake today. But this is Tales from the Crawl Space, and my compadre, my partner in crime, Brad Harvey's over here.
What's going on, man?
Not much, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hallelujah, and pass the Advil. Fucking season is coming up, man. And we're starting to pick things up over at Williams Company, and looking forward to a hot and heavy season. Just got back from a termite job I did today. It was actually, be honest with you, Jack, it was probably the smoothest termite job I have ever done. I mean,
it was like butter.
It was like butter. The soil was like fucking. It was like you take a cake, you bake it, and then while it's still hot, you take it and you mash it all up. Right. That's what the soil was like, and it was underneath a layer of mulch without a freaking piece of landscape fabric under it.
It was like Barbara Streisand, you know.
What are the odds? What are the odds?
No big
and I mean, I got it was 180 some odd linear feet. I got that done in a little over 2 hours, and I was just fucking As far as drilling, I had a small stoop and both sides of the garage. That was it. The rest of it was drenching fucking crumbled up cake. Man, it was fucking wonderful.
That's nice.
That nice. A great way to kick off termite season.
That is, and I'll tell you, sack up, boys and girls, because it's coming. We didn't have much of a freeze over the winter, so they're going to be coming hard and heavy. And here come the cicada calls. Here come all the cicada that you can't do shit about.
Fuck them cicada calls. You know what? I just tell everybody, hey, it's a part of the universe. Just embrace it.
That's right. But Brad, did you know we have some special guests this evening?
Oh, do we?
Yes, we do. It is Revenge of the Nords tonight.
Dun, dun, dun.
We have Brandon and Kandyce Nordquist from Family Pest Control up in the great Pacific Northwest. How you guys doing?
Awesome.
Yeah, doing good.
Awesome. Y'all ready for the show tonight? Don't y'all clam up on me now. We were all chatty before the show.
That's what the blue drink's for.
There you go. So we're imbibing a little Windex tonight?
Got those Calypso drink. Would you dump some rum in that Calypso drink?
Tequila.
No, tequila.
Oh.
Yeah.
That shit changes people. Tequila can change a person.
Yeah. I'm having an interesting mixture tonight. I've got Kandyce turned me on to Bumbo rum, which is an incredibly awesome beverage. And it's a rum that you can drink neat. I know not everybody's into that, but I'm old and half my taste buds are dead. So yeah, I can handle a neat drink. I went and splashed a little bit of it into my bourbon today. Which of course is Evan Williams bottled in bond. 100 proof, aged just under a week, and gets you where you're going to pretty fast. And of course, I got to kiss her too. And but yeah, it's something special. It makes that little bit of Bumbo makes that bourbon taste like it's an 18-year-old Elijah Craig. It is awesome.
It's really good. I have mine mixed with a Calypso lemonade, but it's the peach one.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
I found any fruity drink works really good with it.
Yeah. Do you like fruity drinks, Kandyce?
Yes. I can't drink beer. I think it's absolutely disgusting.
Have you seen my recipe for Savannah Smiles?
I have. I have not tried it yet, but I have seen it.
It's more of a summer drink. They don't have the Simply Peach in the stores a lot of times until around summertime. Mm-hmm. Typically during peach season. But yeah, you got to try it. Just be careful with it. That's all I ask. It's freaking. It'll sneak up on you quick.
Oh, now don't tell her that. She got to go full bore with it now.
Oh well, hell yeah! Good grief. Everybody, anybody that's on Pest Control Humor Depot, my favorite group, I'm sure knows Kandyce and Brandon, the Nordquists, as very prolific cheese bags. They're always out there to comment, to lift a technician up, or a fellow cheese bag for everything. And so basically, we wanted them on the show so we can kind of pay it forward and kiss their butts a little bit, just like they've done for us. I am just thrilled to death to have you guys on. And I believe Jack wanted to lead off with a quick question about the history of the Nords.
Yeah, what was the Eureka moment when y'all were like, fuck this working for other people. We're going to do our own thing. When did y'all? What was that moment that happened when y'all decided to go out on your own?
Go ahead and tell that one, Brandon, because prior to this, I was not in the business. I was just the spouse of somebody in the business. So go ahead and tell that story, Brandon.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, babe.
Aww. Get a room, you two.
It was probably before I left my last company. We were putting hardware cloth on a rat chew in a floor that was heavily trafficked. And I was like, well, this is amateur hour bullshit. Thank you. And not long after that, I left there, and Kandyce was like, yeah, fuck it. Let's open up our own company. And shit, threw it together in a few weeks, and we were off and running.
Now, Kandyce, how long did it take you to pick up a B&G and get out there as well after y'all started doing your own thing?
Maybe a week.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, I have always been if somebody's working, I'm working too. I mean, we have a contractor friend. He redid our bathroom for us. I was right there with him doing it. Anytime we do anything around the house, I'm right there doing it. I can't stand by and watch people work. I never have been able to do that. So yeah, I'm watching him, I'd go with him, and then watching him do it, I'm like, hey, let me try that. There you go.
On the job training. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's all mine has been. Mm-hmm. No PDFs, no PowerPoints, just
no propaganda, no everything works better because we get it at a discount bullshit.
None of that Big O University bullshit. The Big O.
None of that.
See, it seems to be the best way to learn it, to be honest with you. I mean, you can only get so much out of books and apps and shit like that. I mean, you gotta get your hands dirty and your knuckles busted before you can really know what's going down. I mean, you could look at a training manual and say a termite treatment, for instance. You don't know what it entails until you've actually got that shovel in the dirt and you're trenching, and you run across a cable or a root or a big fucking rock that you can't fucking move with, even with the will of God. I mean, those are the things that they don't teach you in there, and that's definitely the best way to learn things.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, when I took my laws and safety, I literally missed it the first time by one question. I was so pissed.
Oh man,
you were mad.
Got it the next time. I took my Gen Pest one, and I think I missed it by like 3 questions. But I'm taking it again on the 15th.
Right on.
So hopefully I'll pass it this time.
Cool.
Oh, you'll pass it. You'll do fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
so Kandyce, Brandon, of all the work that you do out in the field, how much of it is tandem work, and how much of it is you guys are just kind of split up and fanning out?
I'd say it's about a 50-50 split. There are certain places we have probably about 3 or 4 big multi-family housing places. We always do them together. Because it's just so much work and doing it. Obviously, I know Brandon can do it by himself. He did it for years. But why make him do that when I'm there? Once again, it's that whole working when somebody else is working.
Right.
Like when my foot was broken, I that was the worst part for me, was not being able to go out and work with him and seeing him come home so beat. When I'm just like, oh. Yeah, but I'd say it's about a 50-50 split. Even today, we didn't even have that much work, but he showed up at a few of my jobs because some of his, didn't answer their door as they screamed at their dog.
Oh my God. Tenants.
Yeah.
Fucking tenants.
Fucking tenants. Don't get me. Rental property is the boil on my taint as in my entire career. It's like, because it's like they treat you with such disrespect even when they do answer the door. Because like you knock on the door, like just a minute, 15 minutes elapses. They open the door and their backs are immediately turned to you. It's like they open the door like this, and it's just like, well, you fucker, I'm a human too. Yeah, but
Right.
it's like that's okay. I own my house, you rent. Fuck you. But anyway,
Exactly.
so okay, so of the tandem work that you guys do, what's the atmosphere with you guys? I mean, is it is it like still professional? You guys are like
Oh God,
no, get
no.
the job done. Are you guys grabbing each other's asses or
Yeah. That's more closer to it.
attaboy.
Yeah, we're we always tell people because we have a couple of clients that are like, oh, you're always nice and professional at this, and it's like, no, I'm not professional. I'm efficient. I'll get the job done no matter if that means crawling through the shit or not.
I'm writing that down. I'm not professional. I'm efficient.
Yep.
Yeah.
He tells everybody that.
That's awesome.
But no, it is a lot of, especially if like we know the clients,
Mhm.
it's not like a first time meeting them. We won't be grab assy,
No.
hi, how
sure.
are you? We're here to check your house. But if we've been there like the whole time we've been open, they're really cool. We'll, smack each other around or, oh, I'm calling HR, which we have dubbed my oldest the HR rep.
Yeah. Good kid.
Yeah, our oldest is the
Fuck.
HR, and Jude gets random names of titles and whatever. Like he was the tech trainer at one time.
The tech
And
trainer of people operations. He's
there
got
you
me that
go.
full mouthful.
People operations? That's awesome.
Yep.
I would know people services, but that's just me. No. Yeah. I was thinking if I worked with and I have worked with my wife before, but not in pest control. This was back when we were both working food service and restaurants and stuff. We didn't get a chance to get too close to each other because I was on the line, she was far away in the prep area, and the only time this would be like, God damn it, I need that salad mix, guy.
Oh gosh. Yep.
I did. The only chance I got to grab her ass was when we got home, and then she's like, "Don't touch me,"
Oh,
because by that
There
time,
are those
I was a line
nights.
cook. It's like you shit on the prep people in the restaurants.
We have had multiple jobs together prior to pest control in our 22 years, and
We live in
we've
a
always
small town.
very small. Yeah, Coos Bay's population, I actually just drove by the sign, is 16,160. And North Bend, where we actually live, is even less than that, and I don't remember what it is. But we've worked at a few places together, and we're always kind of grab assy to each other, but professional-ish when we need to be.
Yeah, professionally grab ass.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now, when you guys got started, I mean, did you already have people that you'd worked for before that wanted you to do their service no matter where you worked, or did you have to go door to door? What kind of marketing did you do to get your business built up?
Legally, no, we did not have those people. Tired of the bullshit of some guy destroying my life's work and thinking it's funny for a paycheck. We didn't. We waited till exactly 4 days after my no compete ended, and then they just suddenly all signed. It was wild. I mean,
Wow.
Amazing.
I could not have asked for a better group of people. I mean, it was amazing. They literally came in all within the first couple of days. It
Damn.
was pretty incredible.
Yeah, our very first sign of our client was one of our biggest property managers in the area. Come to find out, they even have property out in Eastern Oregon, but we don't do that one. I'm not going out there.
Oh, we're going
But
out there hunting season.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But then like our second one was another big property manager. Like our third was an absolute gem of a lady that owned a amazing market here in town. Now she owns one out of town, but we do that market, we do her house, and it's just we haven't technically advertised at all. Like
Yeah,
Damn.
we printed off like
hardware
maybe
stores,
30
stuff like
flyers
that.
at one point and hung them at like, the post office and, grocery outlet and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But it's all been word of mouth or people just searching us up and finding us.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
It's
surprised
been awesome.
we do a free inspection, and it's like, no, I could just. Oh,
Never
There he is.
underestimate
There
the
you go.
power of word of mouth. I was having a little bit of an issue with my with some reflux, so I shut my eyes. Anyway,
oh,
No, but when you make a name for yourself like that, that's awesome. You have a
and
following, loyal customer base. That's
mhm.
awesome.
and that's the
Yeah.
thing too. It's Brandon and Candace. It's no bug guy. It's no rat girl. It's literally Brandon, Candace. Oh, and maybe one of the kids will be along. It's been
Mhm.
Yeah.
wonderful.
Oh
But
yeah,
I
they
think
love
that's the
it when
best
our
part
kids
is
come.
and but see, that's like within bigger companies, I don't even get the same tech every time you send someone out. I get
Hmm.
someone different, and there's no history built up with the customer. There's no prior knowledge of the
Yep.
account when you get there, and but with
Right.
you guys, they know who they're going to get. You know the history of the house, and
Yeah.
Yep.
that's how you keep
Yep.
loyal
Right.
customers, as far as
Exactly.
I'm concerned.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Hmm.
customer knows when Family Pest Control shows up, they have a 50% chance of getting either Candace or Brandon.
Yep.
And that's cool. And and in fact, that's like the company that I work with. We have 3 techs. There's a 33.3% chance that you're going to get the same tech, which is but we keep it. William the Merciful keeps the route steady. So we have but we've got those one account. Those accounts. Like you got to be there at 5 a.m. And that's the barrel. So everybody gets a turn in it. It's like
Yeah.
so we it's like one month I do it, and the other month the other guy does it, and then the third guy does it. So that way we're not having to get up once a month every time at 3 in the fucking morning to go take care of this pancake house that it's got to be there. You show up,
Yep.
they want us there at 5, and then they don't show up until about 5:35 kind of
Of
shit.
course.
So
Just
oh
enough
yeah.
time to slip in, do the interior, and leave. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Not what I do is I basically sit in there. I just sit in my truck until they show up and start getting addicted to the Facebook Reels again. Watching
Oh yeah.
videos and shit.
You got to keep that idle time up. I mean, you
Oh
have
yeah,
to.
I got to keep it at 11:25 a month at least.
Did you
So,
see Russell's idle time?
Oh my goodness.
36 hours in a day.
In a day? How does that work?
Hey,
Yep.
only Russell Goswiller can fold space and time to
Right?
accommodate such a parameter. Yeah,
That's
I
what I
mean, yeah,
asked him if he
yeah.
was a time traveler. I'm like,
Yeah,
what the hell? How
the
does that
guy
work?
is. I mean, the guy is a man of all seasons. That dude. I mean, god damn, man, that
Yeah.
guy's
we
He
may
going.
have
knows.
just we may
Holy
have just
crud.
outed Santa Claus. We may have just outed Santa
Oh
Claus.
yeah.
Oh, you
The
know
man can
what?
fold time and space, big jolly guy. It's
Yeah,
entirely
yeah.
Yeah.
possible.
I'm telling you what. I'm basically straight, but I get jolly with that motherfucker anytime.
With your penis.
With
That was
your
my.
Oh
All
god
penis.
damn it!
right,
There it
yeah,
is.
okay. Boom, there it is. Yeah,
Oh.
1942. Penis was mentioned.
Oh God.
Ah, damn. So, all right, let's okay, we talked about the good stuff. Let's talk about the not so good stuff. What do you guys do to kind of keep it together? I mean, let's face it. I mean, let's be honest. You're basically a mom and pop. You're a couple that works together all the time. You're not always going to get along. I mean, that goes with any business that you work in, regardless of how tight you are. You're going to have those issues where sometimes you don't see eye to eye. How do you guys handle that?
um, a lot of it is literally. It's gonna sound cheesy, but it's literally just communication. Just
Mhm.
the other day, we had to all four of us, kids included, went to go do a brand new initial for this lady that was having rodents. Brandon told me bring XYZ with you, and of course we forget X, which was the flashlights.
Ah.
But we can overcome that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then like he'd asked me if I had some wire, which I was like, no, it's in my toolbox, which you didn't tell me to bring because I asked you like 3 times before you left. I'm bringing my backpack, my rodent bag, and your ladder, correct? Yes. Okay. That's what's going in my car then. And it was just miscommunication. He thought he said it. I didn't obviously hear it because he said it in his head. I've done the same thing. Well, I told you I needed this, and no, you didn't. It's keeping open communication, not getting pissed off at the other one because you're a human and you made a goddamn mistake.
Yeah. Especially over just little bullshit.
Everything can be overcame in one way or another. So, like with the flashlights or with the wire, we use zip ties instead. It works for now. We go out next week to recheck it. We'll fix it with the wire if we need to.
Yep.
No reason to be upset about it. Yeah. Oh yeah, the dryer vent.
Yeah, I've totally
spent. Oh, so there's something else.
Oh yeah. But see, we've been together over 19 years before opening it's 22 now, but what was it, like 19 years?
Yeah.
Like 5 months before she gave the okay to open a business. So it's always been just talking. And of course we have bitchy fights and shit happens, and
well, that's because you're married. I mean,
it's usually I said something stupid, so I mean I'll vouch for it.
It's always your fault, Brandon. Just
it always is. Yep.
Yeah. I've been married for 37 years this September, so yeah, it's always your fault, buddy.
No, I take it because I just shut my door and then I'll just play video games till I'm done being a cranky bitch, and then I'll go.
See, there you go. Yeah.
I've been married. Go ahead.
Not everything we do like at home is together. He as we are now. I'm out in the living room. He's in the bedroom. He'll play video games in there. I'll come out and watch TV or play my video games out here. We
randomly join your game.
Yeah, we aren't constantly together. Even at work, even if we're at the same site, we're not constantly right there up each other's nuts, essentially. Even if I need his help on something, then I'll call him or text him, hey, come to the other side of the property and give me a hand, or I don't know, I haven't done this before, come help me.
Yeah. And she sees things differently than I do, even with the pest control side. I mean, it's all about just talking and then getting it done.
Yeah, absolutely. It sounds like as far as not just from a personal standpoint, from a business standpoint, you guys seem to be able to compartmentalize the business away from your personal life, which I think is really important in a business model that you guys have as husband and bride, and so I think that's some. I hear a lot of maybe not pest control per se, but like any business, like restaurants, things like that. A couple will go into a business and they'll run it, and then next thing you know, they're getting divorced and shit. So I think being able to separate the business from the personal is really important. And it sounds like you guys got it dialed in pretty well.
We try. I mean, I'm not going to say that it's
there
all
he is.
Sunshine and unicorn farts. We do have problems, as everybody does. Come here. But
tell them about opening day. That was probably the worst day in our existence.
So September 1st was our opening day. Brandon's expecting our phone to be blowing up. And nobody called, obviously. And so it's like every September 1st, he doesn't even want to work. He's like, screw this day now. I just hate this day. I don't want to work.
But that's
it's like 9/11, and it's
right?
It's like I get that. It's like the memories are painful. So
but we never stopped working from September 2nd on. Even today, I mean, it's. It was just a
Sometimes
lot
you
of
got to
work
stop,
for
get a
her.
better start. Sometimes you got to
Yeah.
stop to get a better start.
Exactly. And you got to set your expectations into reality as well. On your first day, yeah, you may get, you may not get a call, you may get a couple calls, what have you. But once you get that, it's like you guys, when you get into an account, you get the job done, they tell somebody else. It's a process. It grows, and it kind of mushrooms from there.
Yep.
I mean, the first day is just that, a first step, and some Chinese smart guy said one,
We learned a valuable
the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a first step. And, opening day is always your first step.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you guys, did y'all?
What I'm saying is, next time September rolls around and you're wanting to hunker down, get the fuck out there and get to work.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
doesn't let me stay home and dwell on it. She doesn't.
No.
She's like, you got to do something. You're being an asshole. Go.
Atta girl.
Now, do you guys farm out your bookkeeping, or do you like QuickBooks, or how do y'all handle that? Your bookkeeping?
Yep.
Oh, there
That's
you go.
me. I'm office and field.
Mm.
Just did our taxes, all that funness, which that was a whole situation because we aren't an LLC, anything like that. So business and personal go together. Come to find out, somebody has used one of my children's social security number.
Oh.
So I couldn't
Shit.
e-file our taxes this year,
Oh
so I had to send them in.
No.
So yeah.
Oh.
So then I have to wait for the IRS call and prove that this kid is yours. Look at the last years of me claiming them, as opposed to this person that just did it this year.
Yes. IRS gonna want a DNA test sometime soon.
Yeah.
Well, they can look at Jude and see that he looks just like Brandon. They can look at Kyra.
That's hilarious because I think he looks kind of like you, Kandyce.
Really?
Yeah,
You're about the only one. Like when Kyra was a baby.
No.
Yeah, Jude does have my nose. When Kyra was a baby, she was the spitting image of Brandon as a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Exact. As soon as she got older, my brother started telling me, hey sis, she looks like you. And I'm like, I don't see it. My stepmom had posted a few younger pictures of me, and I'm going, oh, there it is.
Oh,
I've even showed like friends old pictures of me from when I was like 8 or 9 years old, and they're like, "Who's that dude standing with Kyra?" I'm like, "That's me and my brother."
They say that when a child is born, that they always look like their father. They look more like their father than anybody else, and that's to keep you from having to go on Maury Povich. But
a potato.
Yeah, they look like a potato. And you're damn right; they all look like potatoes.
Oh, they do. Never understood that until those two kids. Yep.
Yeah, they're like a potato or Edward G. Robinson. It's like, but anyway. So, what do you guys do in your spare time? Do you have spare time? I mean, you have a business, you have 2 kids. Does spare time even exist for the Nords?
As you can see behind Brandon, that's what he does in his spare time.
Well, yeah.
He collects lots of things. He has gotten better.
Yeah, I've gotten better.
We play video games. We go out to the lakes and the ocean, take the new pup to
go
the
on
beach.
fishing trips, have fun.
Yeah, especially now that it's getting a little bit warmer finally.
Mm-hmm.
Our son got a new fishing pole and tackle box and all the fixings for fishing for his birthday, which was in January, so obviously he wasn't going to use it then. But he's excited to use it. He's supposed to go out on a charter boat this weekend with Brandon's dad. We'll see how that works because the weather's supposed to change. Yeah. But yeah, we tried taking the dogs out to go run, especially the puppy's energy, because she has the energy of like 70 dogs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And our old girl is just like, yeah, I ran for 5 minutes, whatever. I'm good now.
That's right. It's nap time.
Yeah. And we play video games sometimes together, sometimes apart. The kids
sometimes,
play
like,
their
me and
games.
Jude will just sit and play, and we get family time.
Yeah.
That's
we'll watch
great.
movies together.
We're gonna set up the security system tomorrow together. I mean, it's
we got a new security camera system
stuff.
after 2 years. We got a new
Well,
Rio link, so we're gonna get that set up.
awesome. That's cool. That is awesome. My weekends I try to spend as much time with my wife as possible, but sometimes I end up in the living room chair in front of my computer and she ends up in front of the TV, and it's what
Oh,
it
end
That's
of
is.
the
what
month
happens
that
with us.
happens.
Yeah,
End of the month, it's
yeah, because
Saturday usually.
you're talking about you being on the couch and him being in his room of figurines, and so yeah, that's kind of the way for us too. It's like I'll get on and see what I can do to piss off cheese bags across the world, and kind of go from there. So
They're not figurines; they're action figures. Damn it!
they're action
They're-
figures. No, they're only
I
action
actually,
figures if they've been in your ass, Jack.
I actually have all of them. Yeah,
Yeah,
figures, a
Yeah,
ton
he's
of
he's.
Joker statues. I mean,
Oh yeah,
awesome.
I told him
it's
to put
everything.
to make you happy, Jack. I told him because he has like the Batman who smiles, Jokers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I told him to stick them back behind him, but he ran out of time because, like I said, he had to
Uh,
work later than I did.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah,
I think I've got almost every Joker Funko Pop they make. I think I've
Yeah,
got almost
Nice.
everyone. I even have the one with Batman and the Jack Nicholson Joker when he fell off the church at the end and Batman's
Hmm.
down there. Yeah, I even got that little diorama with Funko Pop. So I'm
that's
still
awesome.
searching for some that I might have missed, but that's my shit. So
You
are you
guys are
bored, Brad?
adorable. No, you guys are adorable. It's
Oh.
like at my age, the only thing I collect are symptoms.
Well, see, he's got his
Oh God.
Jokers on the other side of me, underneath my two TVs out here. I have my Harley Quinns.
oh,
So
nice,
yeah,
nice.
it's. I would show you, but it's kind of messy back there because the cat decided to go jump back there and knock over a bunch of them.
Oh, that's okay. Sooner or later, you'll post a picture on Facebook, and I'll be like, "Oh, I see it."
Ah, there they are! God damn it!
It's okay. Yeah.
Oh man.
So, Candace, I noticed that you are. What are you drinking tonight? What's everybody drinking tonight?
I have my Bumbo rum and mixed in with a Calypso Southern Peach lemonade, and I think it's
Ooh, all
almost
right.
empty.
Yeah, and
Oh no,
I
it's about
noticed
halfway.
that tumbler you're drinking it out looks familiar.
This is a Tony Spangler original. He
Mm-hmm.
was not too happy that it was going to be so plain, but I told him I will order more and I will let him have complete creative
Oh my
control over
God.
it. I just wanted plain ones with our logo, our name, and then everybody, kids included, got personalized names
Yes,
Awesome,
on theirs.
awesome.
it is simple yet elegant.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh,
what it
you
is.
should have seen some of his mock-ups. Oh my
Oh
goodness,
god,
that's
they were
awesome.
great.
Some of
The
the coolest
Godzilla
shit.
rodent just cracked me up. It
Oh,
Yeah,
was
that
that
one
Godzilla
looks
rodent's
cool
my
as
favorite.
hell. Yeah.
I was like, maybe next time.
Yeah, but
Oh, that one's
you
been
kinda,
ordered.
yeah. I mean, if you're gonna do something like that, at least you got to at least get one that's just your basic logo.
Yeah.
So if you happen to be out and about, they're like, "Hey, look, that's pretty cool as hell." And it's like, "Yeah, this is my Tony Spangler tumbler from SpanglerArt.com." And
Yep.
not only do I have a great tumbler that comes with it, it also comes with my. That's
Stainless
right.
steel
Yeah.
urethral sounding rod
Stainless
for your
steel
penis.
urethra sounding rod.
Yes,
That's right, man. This
it's for your
fucking thing.
penis.
Yeah, that's right. You could dent a Mack truck with this damn thing. So imagine how straight it's going to be when it's going up and beyond.
Oh,
So,
I told you if you're
um,
having erectile problems, you just leave that thing in while you're doing the deed. It'll stand up at attention like a baby's
that's
arm
right.
holding an apple.
Bing. So, but yeah, and the great part about it is it is a surgical stainless steel. So it contain there's it's the surface of it. I mean, you guys, you wouldn't believe it. It's velvety smooth, but you know what that means? That means no bacteria can lodge itself on it when it's going on up there. So
And it
UTIs
makes insertion
are a
of
thing of the
breeze.
past when you're using a Tony Spangler tumbler.
Insertion is a
There we go.
breeze with Tony Spangler.
That's right.
and
That's like it's
Tony's
just
amazing. Tony and
that
Leanne are just awesome folks.
Yeah.
But you know who
But
else I
anyway,
want to talk about? I got to mention from pestdesigns.com, our good friend at Pest Designs. I got my Tales from the Crawl Space hoodie, PCHD down the arm, and on the back, god damn it, we got glove up cheese
glove
bags.
up cheese bags.
We have
That's
original TFTC merch
yeah.
from the Randy Struthers Go.
Nice. Very nice.
We got
Perfect.
a hoodie, 2 t-shirts, I think some more magnets and patches, and yeah, we were like, yep, load it in.
Right.
And that store still exists on the website. You can go click the little hamburger menu and go down to the store, and that store with the original merch that we have for Randy is still up there. You can still get
that. Absolutely. And that money is used for charity still. Typically it's cheese bags against drunk driving, which basically it goes in my Uber account. It's whenever a cheese bag, posts a GoFundMe or something like that, if it's a good worthy cause, we're going to chip in, and that's where the money comes from. Is from you guys ordering cheese bag swag, and
I love it.
So PCHD, Tales from the Crawl Space swag, anything like that. That money goes right to charity. So, and if you've already bought something, we sincerely appreciate your help with this. Every time that you spend on looking like somebody as a cheese bag goes to a good cause.
I still have my original PCHD magnet on the back of my car. I've had so many people ask me what it means, or like they randomly try to come up with something that it means. Yeah, that one. It's dirtier than hell, but it's there.
Oh yeah, is that right?
Yeah, it's like I got mine when it was the whole fiasco of my company wouldn't let me put it on there, or they got mad at me for putting it on my truck. So I got mine and put it on there, and I was like, I'm pretty sure the boss isn't going to be mad at me for this one.
And for all those companies that be like, I just want to put it out there to all the companies that say, I don't want that on there because it's not company policy and da 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 da. Let me put your mind at ease, folks, corporate folks, and when I say fuck you. But let them put it on there for Christ's sake already. It's an oval with like fucking 4 letters on it and shit that probably somebody can't even goddamn read. But you know what it does? It creates fellowship and solidarity amongst the people that fucking bust their ass for you so you can have your solid gold ass scratchers. All right?
Yep.
So let them put the fucking magnets on. And if you don't live with that, eat every goddamn dick in your company.
They probably try for those shareholders.
Probably.
Well, I'm gonna have to get some stickers, some magnets, because the stickers are good, but some people don't like things that permanent.
No, and that's why I went with a magnet in the first place, because I know fleets are different. You change trucks all the time, and
right.
You may have oh my god, the regional manager's coming, so you're like take it off, that kind of shit. And then he's like, why is that oval? Why is that clean oval on the back of your truck? What have you been putting on there?
But, I'm afraid to take mine off to see the clean oval.
Yeah,
my car is so dirty right now. Oh. Like I got our logo and everything put on the side of my car in June. I think it was June. I washed it the day before, made sure I didn't wax it. Got it washed, brought it down there. They did it in half an hour.
Yeah.
And I love our local company. That's where we get all of our shirts and stuff from. Anyways, I have not washed my car since then because I'm so afraid that I'm going to ruin it. I'm like, ooh, I don't know. But we also live on a dirt road. We go through so many dirt roads to get to places. I'm like, is it even worth it to wash it and have it sit on the dirt road for a car to drive by and just blow dirt all the way back over it again?
Oh, Jack, just yesterday, I was driving down I-70 and heading home, and I look over and I see a car, and damn if I don't see a cheese bag magnet on it. I was like, son of a bitch, that's awesome.
Oh, shit.
I pull up, it's fucking Daryl. Like, God damn it. So I had to call him for a second. Yeah, I called him. He goes, "Where you headed?" I said, "Dude, I'm headed home. I don't work for a corporation anymore." Because it was like 2 PM. It's like, I'm headed home, motherfucker. He's like, I told him, I said, I saw your magnet, and I got all excited, and then found out it was you. I was like, fuck.
Had to go ruin it. Anticlimactic situation.
Yeah, cock blocked by my own brother.
Oh God.
Now, when you guys haven't worked together, I mean, I guess you don't, like I say, you can take vacations whenever you want. I mean, have y'all allowed yourself an actual straight up real, like, go out of town type vacation?
Yeah, a couple
Yeah.
of them.
Nice.
We're
Nice.
super
Very good.
open with the clients and let them know, hey, these dates we're going to be unavailable because we're out of town. And yeah, it's been great. Like you'd think there would be backlash or something, but everybody's like, hey, aren't you leaving tomorrow? Get the hell out of here, dude. We got this. You know,
Oh,
it's awesome.
No,
oh,
and
that's great.
the good thing with that is maybe what, an hour and a half away from us is
Yeah,
another
yeah,
fellow cheese bag um that actually trained Brandon originally,
yep,
and now he has his own company. So
Nice.
when we go out on vacation, and he does the same as well, we tell him, we tell our clients, we're going to be gone for XYZ days. If there is a actual emergency, which all of our clients know what we deem emergencies, we will let him
yeah,
know and he will come to you. And if it's a not covered pest, you will be charged our prices, not his, but ours. We
yep.
haven't had to do that whole situation, um, but it is nice to have somebody still there, and he knows that if he has to do the same, because I'm pretty sure he has to have surgery here soon, which is going to suck.
Mm-hmm.
We will
Oh,
be
Yep.
there for him to help.
Yep. Yeah,
very nice.
Greg Sosha on Facebook.
Yeah,
Wonderful, wonderful human being. Just
he,
amazing.
like I said,
Nice.
he is a fellow cheeseback. He's not very as active as like me and Brandon,
Mm-hmm.
but he's an awesome guy. He's been in the business for like what, 15 years now or so,
Mm-hmm.
At
through
least,
multiple
at
different
least.
companies. Got screwed with the last company, and he was just like, I'm done, and saw how
You almost
great
said
of a
it.
time
That's the
saw how
never-ending story, isn't it? It's like getting
Yeah,
getting fucked over by a company, and then you make a change. Whether it is going from a corporation to a small company to a mom and pop or a man with a can that's wanting to try to grow things, and
yep.
or just starting out on your own. I mean,
Hmm.
it's incredible. I was just having a conversation with my termite customer this morning, the sweet job that I had this morning, and the his wife was telling me, she goes, I really appreciate you guys, your work. You're attentive, you're communicative, you got right out here when we wanted you to. And she goes, and I really like that in a small company. And I told her, I said, I said it's important that the small companies are around and survive, if only for customers to have a place to go other than the big guys. Um,
Exactly.
yep.
because the big guys, I'm sorry, there are some larger companies out there that do a fine job, but at the end of the day, you're a number. You've got a technician that's got to hurry because he's got an overloaded route in order for them to just continue to improve, 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 improve. Um, and so they're not going to get the personal quality of service that that they would get from a smaller place like you two. and
Yeah.
so it's I think it's important that we stick around. And so I think
It really is. It really
yeah.
is because, like, I don't have a quota. I don't have, some douchebag that's met me once is going to be like, well, he charged me $85. He was only here 18 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I don't have that. It's just two rules, legal and moral. That's it.
Yep.
That's all we've based our business off of.
Uh-huh.
I, I mean, it's been night and day. I actually love doing the work now. I
Mm-hmm.
love, talking to corporate,
Mm-hmm.
it really is wonderful.
Yeah.
N-
Yeah, that's the one thing. That's the one thing that I've really enjoyed about the position I'm at. I didn't have the balls to start my own business. I mean, let's just be upfront. And I'm close enough to the finish line where I decided that if I could find something that would suit my immediate needs, the rest of it could take care of itself. And that's why I landed where I'm at now. And not to mention the fact that the guy that owns the company is somebody I've known for years. I considered him a friend. And even though I've been working with him for almost a year, I still consider him a friend because he's just a hell of a nice guy. He does have the customer in mind, but he has us in mind as well. You know, me and the two other guys that work with us and the office lady now. You know, we're actually growing, and it's one of those places where I see we could grow even more and still not lose that vision of you know of the small company.
Yeah.
So, and even if they do, I'm going to retire in about 5 or 6 years. So, you know, whatever happens after that, you know, that's all on him. But no, love you, Bill. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's important that there's options, there's a choice, and that's where small businesses come in.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah. Well,
For
we do a medical facility. They have
Mm-hmm.
4. They have 4
what?
places. The maintenance guy
you'll love
there
this
that
story.
heads up all that stuff absolutely loves Brandon prior to meeting me.
Yep.
And now, of course, he loves me too. Amazing guy.
Donnie's amazing. Absolutely.
He's
love
amazing. Brandon drove by when we were first opening. He drove by
Donnie.
and saw their pest control there, which was Brandon's old company. And he was like, this doesn't feel right. So he swings around, comes back. The dude's still sitting there in his truck. So Brandon goes in, you know, hey, I want to talk to Donnie, blah, blah, blah. And asks Donnie to pull up his camera and says, how long has he been sitting here? It was, like 27 minutes?
27 minutes. 27
of him
minutes
sitting in his
never
truck.
left his truck.
Wow.
Never left his truck. And then just drove away. But then, within an hour or so, Donnie got his invoice for the service.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, no more of this. You have your company now? Cool, I'm signing with you. So we got their main building,
We got everything, their new buildings.
Yeah, all their new build. And then recently, they opened up a brand new building that they were renting the building. Did not like their pest control. Literally, this was their reason. Didn't like their pest control and what they were doing. And so the medical facility bought the building just so we could do their pest control.
Get the fuck out.
I'm not even
wonderful.
joking. I'm not even joking about it. It's amazing. I was like,
damn.
well, thank you.
It's a mental
no
health
kidding.
building.
That was
So-
huge.
The new one that they just opened is for it's behavioral health, mental health, stuff like that.
Mhm.
You know, and so they were having issues with, you know, like spiders dropping from the freaking ceiling.
Yeah, drop ceiling. Yep.
You can't have
shit.
that.
No. Not in a mental health facility.
Exactly. But nobody's doing anything about it. And
Yeah.
we even, you know, the neighbor or their downstairs, well, now their tenant, isn't in the same, or it's the same building, but different companies that are in the building. But we do pest control for them too, because we do the building, and they just think it's the best thing in the world.
Oh, we'll be seeing their main facility soon. But anyways, with this former company, these are the same dipshits that released a recording of me out of my truck being severely mentally ill and having a breakdown, trying to sign people.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that questionable business I was telling you about.
Holy shit.
So, you know,
See
the
why I hate
cameras
the
that
cameras?
do, you know,
Yeah,
you know,
dash
forward
cammy
facing
type things, yeah.
Yeah, and then back to Brandon is very, very much a person that will talk to himself. Like if he's in the shower,
I really do.
I stand in the living room and I will
It
laugh.
helps you work things out. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
will
does.
laugh
I
at the
do it
amount
all
of
the time.
Mhm.
Me too.
Yeah.
But he was having, literally, it was right towards the end of his career with that company. He was having
Yeah.
a mental breakdown. He was going on like 3 years, was it 3 or 2, of no vacation
3 years.
at
yeah.
all. He had asked for one. They told him he could have it. And then they're like, oh, well, we need you to do this, 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 and this, or else
Yeah.
Greg has to do it by himself. What?
Sorry about your luck, Greg.
No,
Well, like I said,
he's
Greg
family.
is,
He's family to me. He's amazing.
So Brandon literally had a huge mental breakdown in his truck. Huge. Trying to figure out how to, you know, get more sales and this, that, and the other, even though he was like the top selling tech. Not, and that's over the salesman.
Yeah.
And in our tiny ass little area, even over, you know, big, huge cities like Boise, and I don't think they were in Denver yet.
Don't mention the cities. We're already going
Okay,
to get a cease and desist from the chicken shits.
big cities. But
Oh shit,
yeah,
Brandon.
and it,
If I
it
was
was insane.
if I was anywhere near you, I would drive over to your place and just give you a big old man hug right now.
Oh,
It's
come
like,
on.
good God, what the fuck, man?
Uh-huh.
You
That's
see, you
like,
see why I hate those cameras? You see why I'm
yeah.
so
Oh,
telling these
I
people to call
hate the
me?
cameras too, man. It's like, I
Yeah.
mean,
And it
yeah,
always
that's
comes with, oh, we're going to lower insurance. But it's like, no, you want to just be a desk jockey and think you can tell me my job.
right. I mean, it's a tool to manage every single aspect of your day. And it's bullshit because you
Yep.
need those times where you're not around anybody, you're not being watched or anything like that, and to just let yourself go for a couple seconds so you can get to the next stop and put on the game face. Today was a prime example. I get a call. Okay, I'm doing this termite job. Okay, yeah, it was a smooth termite job, but I'm an old fucker, and I get I get problems when I get out of this crawl space because I had to do a treatment where there was a deck that was just completely prohibitive for me to do any type of exterior treatment on it. So I had to go in the crawl space and treat the soil in there in order to make sure my shit was covered. Right. Crawl spaces and me do not get along, but I do them anyway. So I get out of there. I'm all bent over, I'm limping. I've got something going on with the side of my foot. It's just like that's it. And then my phone. I'm going up, getting ready to settle up with the customer. My phone rings, and it's the office telling me that I have to go do a WDIR all the way across town.
Oh.
And I am covered. And I figured this was my only stop. I'm not even going to bother with the crawl suit. I go in there full uniform in the crawl space. I come out. I am caked, right? And so I had to vent for a solid 15 minutes before before I could get up and get my game face on. Hi, how you doing? I'm Brad with blah 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 pest control. I'm here to take care
Yep.
of your that kind of stuff. And you sometimes I can't say everybody needs that, but I need it, and then obviously you do too, Brandon.
Oh, yeah. It
But
makes my brain work
the
again.
time to just sit there and you go, you cocksucking motherfucking piece of shit licking motherfucker, goddamn pig fucking, kind of stuff. And so you can kind of get your chakra back in alignment, and
Exactly. It's so help.
and then because you know customers can see through a fake game face every time. But if you can get that shit out of your system before you go into that house, it's perfect because you've got it out. Your steam is gone. You're just like, the endorphins kick in and everything, and you're just like, hey, how you doing? You're back to being the best technician inspector in the world. And
Yep.
you got to have that time. But God damn it, nobody needs to fucking see it. So fuck those cameras. Fuck those
All
cameras.
everybody that signed are the same people. They put that tape in whatever bullshit recording. I mean, I was even in the office when one of them signed. He's like, "Oh gosh, thanks for reminding me. I got to sign these for Brandon." He just hung
Yeah.
up
God, that
on the
was
tape.
great.
It was the greatest thing
Nice.
ever.
Nice.
Yeah, the
Just
old
Yeah.
company called, oh, well, we want to do this, that, and the other. And he's like, oh, yeah, that reminds me. Thank you for reminding me that I need to sign these service agreements for Brandon. Click.
Nice. There you go.
amazing folk.
Fuck wads.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
And we have not signed everything. No. But at the same
Who
time, we don't
does?
want to sign everything.
Mhm.
We've had
Yeah.
ones that, I'm used to an interior spray every time.
Oh
That's
God, that
nice.
was
I don't
Tuesday.
do that. I don't. If there's an issue on the inside
Mhm.
and I can't control it in other means, like, crack and crevice, spot treatment here and there, then sure,
Yep.
fine. I'll do an interior treatment. I'm not doing it every month just because you want me to. Not how
Yeah,
this
the
works.
Yeah.
preventative maintenance. We have no real reason to on the coast. I mean, ants come
No.
in, get
Mhm.
past the exterior. Okay, cool. I'll go kill them in there. We don't
And I
really
even told
need
her,
a
I said,
interior.
proper exterior treatment, you won't have an interior problem. Well, I'm
Yep.
just used to it. Okay. Not my problem.
Yeah.
Find somebody else.
Yeah, there's like tons of other fucking companies that'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just to grab that invoice.
Oh yeah. Well, people don't realize. A lot of people out there don't realize how much things have changed, and we can effective. I mean, back when I first started, no, the outdoor protocol we had, there was no fucking way we were going to control pests. It's like because everything was like inside, crack and crevice. Take your B&G, take your dusters. I imagine that there's probably some houses that have had monthly service when I first started. That if you tore out their walls behind their sinks and shit in their kitchen, the fucking level of dust would be like this, in the wall void. And but nowadays it's like, I mean, the products have changed, the protocol has changed, everything has changed, and you can effectively keep those chemicals out of the house, which is especially important now. The way new construction is, everything's so damn tight now. You don't get a lot of air exchange from the interior to the exterior of a home anymore. So it's really important that you keep as much of that shit out as you can, and that's where the exterior service comes in. I think it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's with our IPM only head starts that we have. I do not. I mean, we can't, unless prior authorization, use any kind of treatment at all. No baits, no dust, no chems, no nothing.
Yep.
So and since I've kind of been brought up in the pest control game with that, I always have that knowledge of what else can I try first before sticking this chemical in your house.
Right.
Would I like some of these locations that I have? They have horrendous ant problems. Would I like to throw some bait down sometimes? Yes. Is there something else that I can do? Yeah. Is there something else that they can do? Yes. Let's work together, figure this out, and not use chemical because it's not the first priority. It's the very last priority, and it's only if it's approved through our contact. And she's smart. She's got a brain for this too. She takes
she's amazing.
IPM classes and knows chemicals. There's no getting it around her that, oh yeah, I'll use this because of XYZ. She'll be like, that's not how that works at all.
Yep.
Nice, absolutely, and yeah, I mean, 90% of the interior problems could be handled with a little bit of work from the customer. And I always tell them, I always call it homework. It's like, and when I get done with the site, I say, okay, I got some homework for you. Clean your fucking house. Yep.
Yes.
Tactfully, of course,
Basically.
but I always call it homework. It's like, make sure, let them know that we're working on this together. And it tends to go over a lot easier when you do that.
That's how we do almost all of our clients that are physically able to. It's a partnership. We go into it as a partnership, not just I soak something down and then leave and you have no bugs. No, we all do a little bit of work. It all gets done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You clean up this food that's spilled under here. You get rid of these weeds that are growing out of the side of your house.
Yeah.
Do your part. I'll do mine. And then, yay, no bugs.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, because that's the part of the educate the customer that I enjoy doing. A lot of times, I think a lot of technicians will just rely on educating the customer a little too much. I mean, you gotta do, there's things you got to do. You got to do them. You got to do them. But I think customer involvement is best administered in smaller doses. But you still got to do what they got to do what they got to do. We got to do what we got to do.
Yeah.
Amen. Well, we're getting up close to an hour here, and I wanted to make sure we got this "you can suck it" story in because I want to leave the insults to the Nordquists here. I'd love to leave it to them, and I know Brad. I think you've got one loaded up too.
I may have one on deck. Who knows?
Now, I had a chat with this gentleman today. I had this one in the bank from a while ago, and I was searching because I knew I had one sitting around, and I found it. So I went to this guy and I said, "Hey, I'm going to keep this anonymous." He goes, "No, I'd love a shout out." I'm like, so you want me to go ahead and say
alrighty then?
He goes, "Yeah, I've worked for them for years." So, Mr. John Childers, Thank you for the "you can suck it," Mr. John Childers. I'm going to paraphrase some of these things here because it looks like it was done with voice to text. And you know how Siri or Google doesn't like putting punctuation in anywhere, and then they put it in where it's not supposed to be. So here you go. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
He goes, okay, so here it goes. Longtime listener of the podcast and absolutely love it. You guys have me cracking up in the truck every Friday. So, a few years back, I found myself in need of a job after getting back from Alaska. Ended up being picked by, let's just call it, a large religious company that had the habit of selling every 5 years and restarting from scratch.
Donnie and Marie.
We will call this company Craptive. Craptive. Now, now, at this point in my career, I had about 4 years' experience under my belt and my field representative license in Southern California. So, not exactly a rookie, but a seasoned veteran, but not a seasoned veteran either, walking into this company as soon as I realized that I held more confidence in my pinky toe than the entire branch, which quite a few of our fellow cheese bags that work with me at can confirm since they have left and learned that the pest control world was so much bigger than what they were currently doing. What does he say here? Uh, the company's idea of training was giving kids a folder filled with questions and answers that were on the field representative test, ensuring that even a monkey's uncle could pass the test on his first try. The lead tech, we will call him Nick, thought that he knew everything, even though with all the help from the company, it took him 7 tries to pass his field representative test. The 2 service managers' idea of a good job was nothing but web dusting and spraying the foundation of properties, always using the same chemical every time for trouble calls, starts, and maintenance services. The branch manager seemed to not know his way around a Birchmeier if his life depended on it, and was very quick to ask technicians to do things that were illegal, like spraying inside of homes with backpacks or using incorrect products such as Termidor on interiors.
Oh,
I worked.
Phantom Plus.
Phantom Plus. Phantom Plus. I worked there for about 9 months during the summer. We hired on another 12 or so technicians, and by the end of summer, when Nick had just gotten his license, was being promoted to a service manager, bypassing those of us that had way more experience, knowledge, and dedication to the field. After leaving, 2 years later, our fellow cheesebags performed a mass exodus on said company, costing the branch manager his job and both the service managers. You can suck it.
Man.
Boom.
Woof. Wow.
Craptive.
Craptive. That was great.
That's the greatest
beautiful.
one. That's good. Jesus.
So what do you think, Nordquist? How bad can they suck it?
See, I hope when you manscape, you forget to oil your clippers and cut your balls.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
That's a good one.
That makes me hurt.
I hope every sales lead you go to tells you I have to talk about your husband first.
Mm.
I hope your constipated turds have jagged peanuts that stick out the side.
Ooh, damn.
Mm.
I hope you get I hope you get a Snickers bar that's smooth on all sides so you can't run your tongue across the veiny texture on top.
I hope every pet you meet hates you.
Ooh! Oh, God, that hit hard. Holy shit.
Oh, my God.
May all your farts be chunky.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ew.
Yeah.
And I hope you go to hell in gasoline-soaked underwear.
Oh, my God. I hope you take a shit in a key account and the only toilet paper they have on the roll is Scott's.
Mm.
That's John Wayne toilet paper. It's rough, tough, takes no shit off Indian.
Oh shit! No, that stuff's thin as a lie.
Well, I hope that he at least spit the kidney stones out, getting all those promotions.
Ooh, damn!
Gotta wipe yourself off of that one.
Yeah, I hope all of your siblings survived before the sock had time to dry.
Good Lord. Well, I got to tell
Oh
you,
my
next
God.
week we got a hell of a show coming up. We got another Women in Pest Control episode with Jacqueline Levis, Madeline Leva, and Jenny Wilson.
Jenny
Oh my
Wilson,
God,
yeah.
I love them.
Oh, aren't they
I'm so
awesome? Yeah.
excited.
Yep.
Well, hey, yeah, Jack. Before we go, I want to kiss these two asses one more time.
Oh, please do.
Candyce, Brandon, we love you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much for your support of Pest Control Humor Depot, my favorite group,
Always.
and thank you for being a great example for the mom and pop companies out there. I mean, you two. I mean, every time I think of you two, I always think of this as it's Brandon and Kandyce against the world, and you guys are making it happen. You guys are successful business folks. You guys are successful parents. You have two wonderful children that you guys have raised to be decent human beings, and the ability to juggle that. To juggle your business, and and keep all those balls in the air, and also while maintaining time for the two of you, which we won't get into. But I think that is actually that is admirable beyond all comprehension, and and everybody appreciates that more than you know. And while Jack's down there making tonguey faces. But again, you have my undying respect.
Definitely.
So thank you very much for taking time out of your extremely busy schedule to be with us tonight.
Yep.
And
Thank you so much, guys.
Okay,
Thank you
did
for
I
having
kiss their
us.
asses good, Jack?
Oh,
Yeah.
You did
Yeah.
fantastic.
Oh my God, yes! I can still taste the peanut butter. So anyway,
It was well
Hey, I
deserved.
just took a shower. I'm good. See,
I'm
I
talking
had like
about Brandon here.
I had like the
Oh, yeah, I'm
Medusa
still.
hair going on from my hat, and I looked in the mirror. I was like, "Oh God, no!"
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
Brandon just got off work. He was extra vinegary tonight. So
Yes,
It's flavor.
he wet his head
Flavor,
down. If
baby.
that helps.
Flavor.
I did. I got the dirt off my face. Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah, he was in a
that's
crawl
cool.
space. So,
Yeah,
of a poor gentleman's house that's sliding off the hill now.
oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So everybody, Kandyce, Brandon, thanks again for being on the show.
Thank
And,
you. Thank you.
Anytime, gentlemen.
you are definitely coming
Thank
back.
you.
We have to fly all the way out to Oregon and drag you onto the show. So,
Hell yeah.
yeah. So Jack, I think it's time we say goodbye to everybody. So on behalf of Pest Control Humor Depot, my favorite group, Tales from the Crawl Space, on behalf of Spangler Art, on behalf of pestdesigns.com, I think I've covered everybody. Yeah, exactly. So thanks again for listening, and we cordially ask each of you to bug the fuck off.
Bug
Bug
off.
off.